Hi everybody, it's Chris Jones from AllOrNothing Fitness Nutrition. This is video blog 4. I know it's been a while since I've done one, but I've obviously been down with illness for a while and I've been quite busy outside of the gym with business related matters. So this video blog will be covering a few questions that I've had from followers on skinfold measurements using calipers for body fat. Also different types of cardio, HIIT versus LISS cardio for dropping fat, and examples of diet changes that can be made for the hard gainers, so possibly people with thyroid issues and how they can maybe regulate that and get over the issues with putting on weight. I'll also have a progress update of my own at the end of the video. So let's get to it. So the first question I received was from Bill, and it was regarding the accuracy of skinfold calipers in older people. He was suggesting that when he's looking at the chart for calculating his body fat, based on the skinfold measurements that he takes, that as he gets older, even though the skinfold measurements pretty much stay the same, it seems that his readings from the scale that you get, the table, is showing a higher body fat percentage, even though visually it looks the same, the weight's not really changing, but the readings are going up. And after a bit of research, Bill, it seems that the reason for this is to do with the age thing. Basically, as people get older, basically the body density of an older person is lower for the same skinfold measurements, and that can sometimes indicate a higher body fat percentage. Now, I know from yourself you're quite a fit and active person, so that doesn't maybe always apply to people like you, and the body density readings can be underestimated with someone like yourself. But it has been shown that as people get older, there's 3 types of fat that you need to consider, and 2 of those fats do tend to increase in level as people get older. The first fat type is the subcutaneous fat, which is the fat that is contained underneath the skin. The second type of fat is the visceral fat, which is located around the organs. And the third type of fat is the intramuscular fat, which is the fat that's found in between and throughout the muscles, kind of like a marbling on a steak. And as people get older, although the subcutaneous fat under the skin may stay the same, the other 2 types of fat can increase in level, which is why you'll see the changes on the body fat percentage scale to show a higher level for an older person. So it's not really much that you can do about it, but I wouldn't pay too much attention to it, because getting your body fat measurements and weighing yourself on the scales, it gives you a rough idea of obviously what your body fat is and what your kind of health levels are. But I think the best way is always to look in the mirror and visually, how do you look and how do you feel health wise inside. That's always the best measurement. So if your body fat's telling you it's higher because you're getting older, but you think visually you're looking the same or you look better, then I would go with that. There's nothing really to worry about there. Okay. Second question was regarding HIIT cardio versus LISS, which low intensity steady state cardio. Came from Sean during the week, and what my opinions were on it. In terms of burning fat, they're both really good. They tend to do it in different ways. For me, I've found that doing the HIIT cardio in the evening, so after a day's worth of meals, not only have I got the energy to do the exercise, but when my heart rate's elevated during the intense exercise, I know that my body's going to be burning the carbohydrates as its energy source to fuel the workout. And at the same time, my metabolism is going to go up, so that when I finish my workout, I'm going to be burning calories for a longer period of time. So I typically do this a couple of hours before bed, so my metabolism's heightened. And when I go to bed during the night, I'll still be burning some calories. And when I wake up in the morning, I tend to do some low intensity, steady state cardio. because I'll do that fasted, so before meal one. And the reason I do that is because first thing in the morning, after your body's in a fasted state, your fat sensitivity levels are heightened. So when you're doing your cardio at a low level, your body is going to quite happily turn to fat as its primary fuel source. So that's you're getting the best of both worlds because your metabolism is getting heightened the night before and you're burning calories for longer, and then you're following that up in the morning in a fasted state to burn fat in the morning. So you're getting the best of both there really. So my opinion would be if you're starting out and you're wanting to get a bit healthier and you're wanting to maybe burn some fat, I'd maybe assess where your metabolism's at. If your metabolism's quite low, then you're maybe wanting to do maybe 2 or 3 sessions of interval training a week to get your metabolism firing and get your metabolism up. And as that improves over time, you can maybe introduce some fasted steady state cardio, maybe 2 or 3 mornings a week. That'll better target the fat to fuel the energy, fuel the workout. Okay. So nutritional advice for the hard gainers. This question kind of came from one of my clients, John, during the week, who has hyperthyroidism. So he's got an overactive thyroid. He's got quite a high metabolism, so he finds it hard to gain weight, even though he's eating around 3,000 calories a day at the moment. So I've looked into this, and there's various things you can do in terms of your diet to help your body put on some weight over time. So first of all, in terms of cardio, I would be limiting the cardio exercise that you do during the week to no more than 2 or 3 sessions. And even with the cardio, it should be some low intensity, steady state cardio so that your body is just going to be burning some fat. You don't want to be doing any high intensity cardio. You want to leave the carbohydrates that you're intaking as food to do their job. In terms of the food that you're taking in, your carbohydrates, I'd be making sure that you're getting a varied amount of carbohydrates, especially getting some complex carbs in there, some slow digesting carbs like sweet potatoes, brown rice, and getting a lot of dark green vegetables such as broccoli, spinach, kale to help slow down the digestion of your food. I would also make sure that you're getting a lot of varied protein sources, so taken from light white meats, dark meats, fish, and also getting a lot of different healthy fat sources from eggs, dairy, nuts and seeds, fish oils, and also eating more fish such as salmon to get your healthy fats in as well. So it is quite a hard thing to go through in order to gain weight when you do have an issue such as hyperthyroidism, but basically getting your diet on point and making sure that your carbs, proteins and fats are all coming from good single ingredient whole foods is a good start. And your meal timing, making sure you're eating every 2 to 3 hours is also good. So yeah, I mean, just basically stick at it, find out your maintenance calories and add on a few hundred and see how you go with there in terms of any weight gain, and we can up it over time to slowly add on weight. And there's nothing wrong with maybe once a week adding in a cheat meal as well to just get those extra calories in to your body and try and force that weight gain that you want. But at the same time, we don't want the weight gain to be too rapid once we get to the point where your body is gaining weight. So we want to minimise the fat that you're putting on. So it's a step-by-step process to increase the calories over time and put on the healthy amount of weight. Okay. So my progress then. So I've just about finished week 12 of my cutting phase. And the good news was this week that I successfully got down to around 8.5% body fat, which was down from 16.3% 12 weeks ago. So our original plan was to cut for 16 weeks, but we've brought it in 12 weeks. So the plan now is to, as of Monday, stop the cut, and we're going to start an 18-week slow lean bulking phase. And that'll start with 2 weeks of cardio reduction, so detraining my body from the intense cardio that I've been doing the last 12 weeks. So that's always good news. No one likes doing cardio. So next week I get to stop doing my interval training after work, and the week after I then remove my early morning fasted cardio, and then we'll look to start slowly increasing the calories every few weeks to a point where we get to the end of January, beginning of February next year, and that's around the time we will be starting the competition prep phase. And my coach and I have discussed the shows we're looking at, and we're looking to target the UKBFF show on the 8th of May as a kind of trial run show to get myself used to doing shows, and then leading up to the BNBF show that should be the first week in June as the main show that we want to go and do well in. Outside of the gym and training, the AllOrNothing Fitness and Nutrition business is getting set up slowly. So the website is now live. You've probably seen it on my Facebook page. So there's a link on my Facebook page as well. There's links on my Instagram and my YouTube channel. So if you've not seen it yet, I would go into the website www.allornothingnutrition.com and check it out. There's various packages for people if they want to look at getting some nutrition packages put together, or maybe some packages with some cardiovascular training or strength training mixed in, and there's supplementation advice, and there's a lot of good opening launch offers at the moment. So if you're buying like a 3-month package, you'll be getting money off based on taking the 3 months. So definitely go on, check it out, and let me know what you think. And I promise it'll not be long before I put another vlog up. Okay, thanks everyone.